Lads and ladies, look here, I have recently won this Tier 2 limited card from the game in which we call Sorare, and his name is Musa Ndiaye of Anderlecht, and if we check Sorare data, we can see he is worth £12. Yeah, awesome stuff, and that was for 418 points in Challenger Europe Limited, like, probably near enough one of my record point totals on the game, which, you know, more or less surmises how historically shit I've been at this game in which we call Sorare. A nice double decisive there from my captain Kuipers, and a strong 99 from Hatate in midfield, surrounded by some decent scores, and that was enough for a tier 2 card worth £12. But you want to know what people's problem is? They have high expectations, and they think things matter when they don't. So let's be a glass half full fuckery right here. He's picked up some decent scores towards the end of the season, so hopefully Ndiaye can kindle some joy for me in the future. And I also have a shirt number and card edition match here, number 5, edition 5. And yeah, that just resonates with me on a deep level, and if you can find the triumph in the minor things like that, then, well, you're doing better than most people out there, so thanks for coming to my TED Talk. But then look at this last weekend, right? You can find the joy in the little things, but then you can also be honest with yourself and admit, hey, Royalivi, you're a big dumb fucking idiot. Because I not only picked Driussi here, but I captained him as well, knowing full well he was out injured, and I did that not once, but twice, so yeah, that purchase has definitely gone well so far. Livakovic then DMP'd, Çalhanoğlu DMP'd as expected, blah blah blah. But my problem here is that I'm too fucking linear with my teams, right? Every week I'm just stacking cunts up. My best Challenger players must go in Challenger, even though someone might DMP. My best America players must go into America, even though Driussi may DMP, and so on. And I think maybe it's time to put more thought and planning into my squadrons, maybe focus on the cap modes and All-Star, and then just see what's left with sporadic players in my account after for the actual league divisions. But then again, All-Star is probably one of the harder leagues to compete in, so I just I don't fucking know. Some of you fuckers who watch me regularly are quite goated when it comes to not being stupid, so if you could go in the comments and let me know what the optimum strategy is here, then you know, I'll probably do it, because I am not doing so well myself on this game in which we call Sorare. Look at this, cap 240 ref from midweek as well. Araujo bangs a lovely score here, and I'm thinking, here we fucking go. Not only am I on for the threshold, but I could even get higher than that. But oh no, out of nowhere, Austin FC were just like, okay, let's not play Cascante and let's not play Maximilian Arruti. Like, let's not even fucking put them in the squad. And it turns out Cascante was actually injured, so that's probably on me. I guess 362 points up here on All-Star Limited isn't terrible. The score's getting progressively better there from left to right, but even then it's just like, okay, at the moment I'm getting a tier 3 card, and probably by the end of the game week it'll be a tier 4 or tier 5 card, and if a tier 2 limited card is worth 12 quid, then yeah, well, I think you can do the math on that one. It's only going to go down from that value, which is not a lot of value, and I personally enjoy value, so yeah, I don't know. I don't fucking know. Alright? I don't fucking know. But fuck it, who cares? Prices are in the bin at the moment anyway, so I can't really be fucked to sell any of these limiteds. Just going to keep using them and picking up the odd reward here and there. Let's look at the upcoming game week then. Let's all get bright and cheery, because this could be the week where the stars align for me. Alpha Centauri up in this bitch, and look at this. This is when you know the wheels have truly come off the track, because in cap 240 rare, I'm in fact using a TSV Heartbreak player in Tobias Keynes. Up the fucking TSV Heartbreak, they still have a place in my heart, and they are set to survive for another year in the Austrian Bundesliga, so good for them. Got Mühlenstein in there as well to beef up the scores. He's played quite well recently, and hopefully Mikel Uri regains his place up top for Philly, and then this could be a lineup that hits 250 points, but probably not, so I'm going to preemptively call all of these players wankers, so yeah, you're all a bunch of wankers. Cap 220 rare then kind of picked itself with what I had left. 2 blue hexagon cunts remaining up there in the top left, so just about squeezed a lineup consisting of Menzo and Net, who has had a pretty dogshit time of recent, so hopefully he gets back on form, and then hopefully Lima gets back into the Austin FC lineup with a bit of rotation against Toronto. Cap 240 limited then, I tried to go relatively strong here. The big issue will be whether Fiorentina bench Terracino in goal in anticipation of their Conference League semi-final against Basel, and if they do, then this lineup is dead in the water. It will be a lineup that cannot swim, but if everyone starts, it could indeed go swimmingly, with some nice talents in the lineup such as Gazdag and Elliott, alongside Petkovic, who has recently come back from injury. Cap 220 limited then, and this lineup is kind of not great. As I said, Lima, pretty dog shit, and then I've got Turnbull, who, this man is a danger to society. I just felt like after Celtic's pasting by Rangers last weekend. Some rotation is in order, and if Turnbull starts, he's always a player who is capable of picking up the odd decisive, so maybe this is a risk that could pay off here. Cap 270 limited then. This lineup is, it's just fucking weird, right? Pretty much a write-off. I imagine at least 2 of these players here are starting on the bench, but I digress. I've then gone for a much more strong lineup in All-Star Limited, and since I've captained Barrejo in the last 2 game weeks, actually, he's given away a penalty 1 week and then missed one the next. So 3rd time's a charm here, and he is alongside teammate Pau Torres. And then fingers crossed that Hotta is not a casualty from the Rangers' defeat in moving to the bench. So yeah, you know, if all players start here, then there is definitely potential for some joy to be kindled. My final 3 teams for the game week then, starting with America Limited, and Fagundes came back from injury during the midweek fixture for Austin FC, but I'm not quite sure he starts just yet, but he was my last viable option here, so he is slotting in the extra spot, playing alongside the MLS Ian Fleming, aka Thiago Almada, so hopefully they can do nice stuff. Looking at Challenger Limited then, I've got Zagreb on smoke here. Kuipers is captaining up top, and Hatate is rounding out the squad. And then to finish off, a Champion Europe team. Got one of my recent rewards in Nicolas Soule captaining here, as I just don't trust the Inter Milan lot to all start, despite it being a big game against Napoli. You know, the issue here is that Simone Inzaghi is a bit of an asshole. We all know he's an asshole, but with these lineups, we will roll the dice, sugar and spice, and everything nice. Don't think there will be a video next week as I'm on holiday, so, you know, deal with it. But after that, I'm hoping I can get this channel back onto the metaphorical tracks with some new series, you know, some new ideas floating about. I'm even supposed to be going to the Emirates in a few weeks to, you know, have a tour and play the game, so maybe I'll do a little shitty vlog, which, you know, will be just terrible. But if you want to stick around and check that out when it does come, then, yeah, maybe you should like and subscribe, because I will catch you next time. Love you.